Hello friends and welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are going to discuss how to add images to your web pages to make it more attractive. Okay, so while you add images, your web pages becomes more attractive, right? So let's see how you can do that. Okay, so first of all I'm going to rename my web page to images just to denote that I am doing images because we are studying about the images, right? So first of all, I need an image. So what can you do? You have to go to Google and just type here images. So in this lecture, we are going to create a web page on flowers. Okay. So let's search here for flowers images and let's take some of the images. Okay. So now, first of all, I'm going to download an image from here. So what you have to do, whichever is your favorite image, click on that so that it will be enlarged. Now right click on it and just give save image as. Okay. So now the dialog box will appear and name as flower. Okay. So now your image has been downloaded JFIF format. So if it is in JFIF format, you want it in JPG format, right? So what you can do, again give save and just give .jpeg. Okay. Now your image will be stored in the format of JPEG. Got it? So now let's come back to the code.org web lab, and you have to click on image because we are going to add an image to the web page. Click on add image and click on upload the file. Now wherever you have saved it, just go there, click on the image that you have saved and click open. So now you can see that your image has been, here you can see there is a file called JPG. Okay. So now here we are first going to give a heading to our web. So how can we do that? The last video we studied how to give a heading. It's using the h1 tag. What you have to give inside the h1 tag, you can give my garden, right? And we are going to do about the garden flowers. Okay. So now you want to add an image. What you have to do, go click on flower.jpg, scroll down and here you get I, right? And this is the code. Either what you can do is copy it and paste it below, or otherwise what you can do is ing. ing is actually the image. Let's give src source. Okay. Now you can flower.jpg. Got it? So src means it is the source. Okay. So now let's give an ALT. ALT means it is the alternative text. If the flower.jpg file is not found, then a text, right, should be shown. So let's give rose flower. Okay, so now here you can see that the flower image has arrived, but it is so big, right? So suppose if I give here flower.jpg is our file name. Okay, so suppose I give flower1.jpg, then you can see the alternative text that we have given. There is displayed. Can you see rose flower image? Got it? I hope this is clear to you guys. So now what you have to do, we have to set its height and width, right? So what can you do? Inside the same tag itself, you can give its height. Height is equals to 100, or let's give 500. Okay, so automatically the width is also chosen, right? If you want to give the width, then definitely you can give the width also. Okay. Then rescaling of images will happen. If you give just one, like height alone, then this height only will be taken. Okay, according to the ratio, aspect ratio, the width will be chosen and you will be able to see your image here. Got it? So now let's give a caption to this image. Now again we are going to study a tag called fig caption, which is used to give the figure caption. So what you have to do, if you open a tag, you have to close it also, right? So inside the figure caption, let's give this is my favorite flower in my garden. Okay, so now here you can see that. Got it? Okay, so now we are going to insert another image. Okay, so now here we can just give a heading called rose. I'll give it a H3 tag. Okay, let's give it be rose. I'll give one rose. Okay, the next one is we are going to add another image of bougainvillea. Okay, bougainvillea. So what do you have to do? You have to go take another image, right? So instead of the flowers image, let's go bougainvillea, bougainvillea flower, right? Now let's choose a bougainvillea flower. So here you have so many, whichever is the one that you like, you choose. Okay, so now let's download this image. So here we are not going to download an image. Okay, there is another way of doing it. Okay, so that is what I'm going to show you guys. What you can do is whichever image you want, you can directly click on that image and right click here. So now you will get a lot of options, and the first one what we choose for the was to save the image as, right? But now what we are going to do is we are going to copy the image address. So we have copied it. So now let's come back here and let's do ing src is equals to and just paste this. Okay. So now try to close it and just see, and you are able to get the image, right? So now let's give an alternate text is equals to, let's give it like I'll do bougainvillea flower image, right? So now you can see that it's so big. So now you cannot see it. So let's open it in another window so that you guys can see it properly, right? The web page, okay? Now you can see that the first one is the rose and the next is, okay? So now what we have to do, let's go back here and set the height for it, okay? So I'm going to select height is to 500. Now again, let's give refresh and save. Back. Okay. Now you can see that both are of the same height, right? And the width is also same. So now our web page, right? So now let's do a figure. Now I'm going to do a figure caption called this is my bougainvillea flower at the entrance of the house. Got it? So now let's close this tag using the bar. Okay. So now again let's refresh it and see and that will okay, of my house. Of the house, no, of my house. Okay. So now let's try to make it more beautiful. Okay. So now the same web page itself, we are trying to make it more beautiful for you guys. Okay, so let's start that. Go to our screen. Okay, so I think the white will be there itself, right? We'll make it in the white itself. Okay, so now what can we do? We have to first make the heading move to the center. Okay, what can we do here? Let's give text align center, and this moves to the center. Now let's set the color called violet. Okay, this is the first step that I did is to make it look more beautiful. Okay, got it? So now what can we do? For now, let's create the subheadings with the H3, right? You can write, go to HTML and you can the rows as well as the bougainvillea is written in the H3 tag. So what can you do? To H3 and then give a color. So let's give a color called yellow green. Okay. So now you can see that they are in a yellow green color. Okay. So now let's save it and then see, and you can see that it's much right. So now let's give a color for the captions. Okay. There let's set it. So let's give figure caption. And now let's give a color. The color is dark magenta. Okay. Now let's make it bold or the font size increase, right? So let's give the font family. Let's change it to cursive and see. And you can see that the font family changes and your subheadings or your figure captions change, right? Can you see this looks much more beautiful, right? Isn't it? Okay. So now let's give it and see. Okay, so if you want it smooth the center, what you can do, you can give it inside the body itself text align center. Then you can see that all of them could be in the center. You can just give refresh and save, and here you can see that every image is in the center, right? So this is just to show you. Okay, okay, so this is okay. So now here you can see that on the top here going the same shape, right? So instead we want something Google bougainvillea flower Google search. Right here you can code.org, not this one, this link that is coming from, right? So how can you set that for your to study? Okay, so let's go to index.html and this click enter after your link and let's give something called title. Okay, which is the title of your web page. So now what you have to do inside, you can give a garden page. So now you can just save it and then refresh. So now here you can see that shows up the garden page. And here is all the image. Okay. So I hope you guys liked my video. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to watch the other videos of this web lab series. Okay, guys. So see you. Bye bye.